Welcome to Assist College of Arts and Commerce. This is Assist Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Sunil Shah. Today, I will be covering up the topic called private placement, which is there in SYBCom as well as in SYBAF SEM 4. In SYBAF SEM 4, it is there in Unit 3, as well as in SYBCom, it is there in SEM 4 in Unit 1. That is under Indian Companies Act 2013. Today in this video I will be covering up the specific topic called the steps related to private placement. As you are aware, Section 42 of the Companies Act 2013 deals with the private placement. This section enables these particular companies to make an offer of the shares to the selected group of persons to make issues of the shares through private placement. In today's scenario, all the companies are expanding. After availing the company's registration, irrespective of their size, they require the expansion. With their expansion, they require the capital, and for the growth of the business, they need the capital. In such cases, there are the few avenues which are available to take the loan from the bank, to take the finance from the financial institution, to get the money through the public deposit, to issue the shares or issue the debentures. If all these things are also being taken up, then they have the last remedy, that is through getting the capital through issue of the private placement shares. So to raise the capital, Companies Act 2013 has come out with the Section 42, in which the shares can be issued through private placement to the selected group of persons. If you see in this particular slide, the private placement is made only to the selected group of persons who are being identified by the board of directors of the company. The second criteria is that private placement offer can be made to minimum 50 number of persons and a maximum as per the act which has been prescribed by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. The limit of the number of persons on qualified institutional buyer like financial institution, or those persons or those companies which are doing the investment, or to the employees under employee stock option scheme. So in that case, there is a limit. They cannot give the shares to that particular limit which has been specified. The shares allotted through private placement should issue the shares within 60 days from the receipt of the application money against that such shares. So when the shares have been allotted to the selected group of persons, within 60 days after the receipt of their application money, the company should allot them the shares. If they delay, then there would be companies liable for the offence. The procedure, if you see from this particular chart, the procedure prescribed for the issue of these shares through private placement are as follows. They should call for board meeting. Then after calling for the board meeting, they should hold the board meeting. They shouldn't cancel the board meeting. They should file the form under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the website, that is MGT 14, hold the general meeting to get the approval from the shareholders. Then once again they file the form MGT 14. Then they should circulate an offer letter to the selected group of persons. So as you are aware, under the Indian Contract Act 1872, it says that the person should offer and then should be acceptance. So first criteria under the act is that they should offer to the select group of person, that is circulation of the offer letter, followed with when there is a payment which has been received through the private placement offer letter, the shares which have been issued, they should be kept in a separate bank account. That should be opening a separate bank account where it should be normally in the scheduled bank. Then it should be hold a second board meeting, that this many shares have been allotted to so and so number of peoples. Hence, in such cases, there is necessary to hold a second board meeting, followed with filing of the form PAS3. And lastly, there should be issue of the share certificates. Coming the explanation of all these points I will be explaining in this coming slides. There should be call for board meeting. As you are aware, the board of the directors, in that one of the person would be calling for a board meeting. A notice, as you are aware, whenever there is a meeting is to be conducted, there should be notice to be given. A notice should be at least 7 days prior of the date of the board meeting. The agenda of the board meeting should be attached in the notice. So the notice should be given 7 days before to all the board members, and the agenda mentioned in the notice. Next part is the holding of the board meeting. The following things must be checked in the board meeting. The first one is the quorum should be present in the board to identify the person to whom the private placement offer is being made. That means the board of directors should identify the person to whom the private placement offer letters would be placed. Prepare the private placement offer under the form PAS4. So offer should be in the name of PAS4. A board resolution should pass for approval of the private placement offer letter. So when during this meeting, after going for the agenda, there should be approval taken from the board of directors. That is called the resolution should be passed. In this, so coming to the other part of the continued part is that issue the general meeting notice to all the shareholders 21 days before the conduction of the meeting, and meeting should be as per section 101 of the Companies Act 2013. So after the board meeting, we should inform to the general public through the general meeting, and 21 days clear notice has to be given to the members to attend the general meeting, and it should be as accordance to section 101 of the Companies Act 2013. The notice should include time, place, date and day as per the rule which has been framed for conducting general meeting. The notice of the general meeting should include the statement of the business, what type of business will be conducted, that is somewhat similar to like agenda of the notice. The notice can be sent either in writing or through any electronic mode. Next one is to form MGT 14 should be filed. After the passing the board resolution, file MGT 14 with the register of the companies, that we have taken the consent from the directors that we want to issue the shares to selected group of persons. The form should be filed within 30 days of the passing the board resolution. So MGT 14 should be uploaded into the Minister of Corporate Affairs website within 30 days after the taken of the approval from the board of directors. As you are aware, as I made you understand that after holding the board meeting, we should also conclude a business transaction, that we would be issuing a notice to the normal shareholders, that is holding a general meeting. In general meeting, to check that there should be quorum should be present, then pass an offer letter in the form of PAS4 for approval of the members of the company. So in general meeting, there should be approval taken from the shareholders that we are offering this letter in the form of PAS4. After the approval of the members, the resolution is passed and issue of the shares through private placement. File the form MGT 14 after passing the special resolutions. Please remember, students, in this case why we require special resolution, why not we require ordinary resolution, is that we are doing the transaction related to money. In that case, a special resolution is to be passed. After passing the special resolution, file the form MGT 14 with ROC. The form should be filed within 30 days of passing of the special resolution. Coming to the next part, circulation of the offer letter. As you are aware, offer letter is to be circulated to a selected group of persons which have been identified by the board of directors. Send application letter to the person identified by the board of directors in the form of PAS4 by the members of the board. The application letter should be sent within 30 days of the recording of the names which have been identified by the board of directors. As you are aware, since it's a money related transaction and we are taking out the capital through the private placement, we need to have a separate bank account. The money which will be received in a separate bank account opened for the private placement only. The fund should be received in the bank account within the period specified in the offer period. Now next part would be holding a second board meeting. After the offer period is closed, hold the board meeting for the resolution to conduct a special resolution for the transaction would be dealt would be allotment of the shares through private placement. Next would be filing of the form PAS3. The return of allotment form in PAS3, that is PAS3, will be filed within 15 days of passing the board resolution for the allotment of the shares. So we need to inform the Minister of Corporate Affairs that PAS form 3 has been filed, that is related to allotment of the shares through private placement. to the selected group of persons. Next is that after allotment we should issue the certificates, that is certificate of shares. After filing with the required forms with the ROC, that is Register of Companies, the share certificate is issued to the shareholders. After issuing the share certificate, the stamp duty should be paid to the company within the 30 days of the issue of the share certificate. So if you are aware, after issuing the share certificate, we have to pay the stamp duty, and the cost involved in the paying of the stamp duty should be paid by the shareholder. The record of the private placement is maintained in PAS 5. So students, if you are aware, we had taken into consideration different forms, that is MGT 14, PS 3, PS 4 and PS 5. Here PS 5 would be related to the record of the private placement, which has been maintained in form number PS 5. The register of members should be updated after the completion of allotment of the shares. Now coming out to the main points, what are the conditions for the issue of the shares through private placement? The section 42 of the Companies Act says that the issue of the shares through private placement, the money received on the application should be kept in separate bank account and should not be used for other purpose other than for the expansion of the plant or expansion of the this particular organization. For modification against the allotment of the securities, there are certain rules. For modification of the securities, for settlement of the money where the company is not capable of allotting the securities, in such cases such money has to be utilized. The allotment of the share, if it is not done within 16 days of the receipt of the money, then the application money has to be repaid within 15 days. And if the company is not able to pay that amount, then he is liable to pay an interest to all this particular selected group of person at the rate of 12% per annum. And after this expiry of 60 days, and after the expiry before 15 days, this particular amount with the interest has to be paid. Otherwise, the company would be liable for the offence under the Companies Act. What are the conditions for the issue of the shares through private placement? So, as you are aware, we are giving to selected group of persons these shares, so no need of spending much more expenses for the advertisement. No public advertisement or utilization of the media marketing channels or distribution channels or the agent should be used to inform about the public at large that we are coming out with this typical type of shares. So no need of going for the advertisement, no need of keeping the underwriters, nothing as such. So all the costs have been saved by the company. Any offer in non-compliance of the provisions of section 42 will be deemed to be a public offer. So if the Companies Act specifically says that if there is a diversion or if the company goes against that law, then it will be deemed as a public offer. The money should be paid through demand draft or through check or any of the electronic mode or through the banking channels, but not through cash. The company can make no fresh allotment of the issues of the earlier allotment of the shares which have been completely done, withdrawn or abandoned by the company. The allotment can be done only to the persons prescribed by the board of members of the company, not any other ones. As you are aware, as said in the first slide, that this particular shares are been given to selected group of persons which are been identified by the board of directors. What are the documents required for the issue of the private placement of shares? Are there a valuation report as to the date of allotment by the CA, CS or CMS. In the practice, those who are having the registration number or those who are having certificate of practice. So students, non-practicing CA, non-practicing CS, non-practicing CMS are not allowed to have issue and valuation certificate. And those persons who are been registered with SEBI are allowed, and those persons who are as a merchant banker. A copy of the outcome of the board meeting, the resolution passed, has to be given. A true copy which has to be certified by the board of directors should be passed to the members of the company, and the same copy is to be given to ROC. An explanatory statement is necessary after the resolution has been passed by the members of the company, and approval of the offer letter of private placement is mandatory to be a supporting document. Form number PS5, which I am saying repeatedly, with a detailed list of allottees has to be given, and letter of the consent, that is the consent is the opponent party, those who are identified by the board of directors, this particular persons are would be taking my shares through private placement. That consent, he is saying that he is eligible or he wants to buy that shares, his consent should be obtained in this particular form. to the proposed allottees. Now coming to the what are the non-consequences or the non-compliance of the shares through private placement. Here section 42 is quite clear. If the company accepts or offers the money and which is contravention against the section 42, then the company, its director, promoter and all the members who are eligible for this particular issue of the shares through private placement would be liable for a penalty which is huge amount of rupees 2 crores or the amounts whichever are involved in the offer or whichever is higher. So the penal offense which is there under the Companies Act is quite stringent. So there should not be any cheating because the penalty is around 2 crores. Within 30 days of the date of the order imposing the penalty, the company is required to return the entire amount if there is a complaint given by one of the investors. Conclusion: if you see, private placement of the shares is a means by which the company can raise capital if the company want to expand the business. The practical and procedural aspect of the private placement shares under the Companies Act are explained under the section 42. The process of issues through the private placement is a time taking and a lengthy task because there is a lot of amount, that is a penal offense involved. Thank you students. In this particular video I had explained you the forms which are involved and the steps for issue of shares through private placement. Thank you from my side.